Hey, YouTube. We have an article here that's saying that Egypt and Israel are starting to come into confrontation on the border between those two nations. And it looks like the peace agreement that these two nations have had for so long has come to a brief halt. And a lot of people out there, including myself, over the last couple of months, were asking the question and also bring it to light to Psalms 83 in Ezekiel 38 and 39, where is Egypt? Now, this article is talking about uh, the preparation that Israel is going through to uh, conf- go and confront this threat. And this threat has been there for a while, and that is the Palestinian threat that I would like to go over in a few minutes. But anyway, let me go on, and I will come back to this in a few minutes. It says Syria preparing to resist globalists, and we know who the globalist is. And those who are familiar with the Bilderberg Group, is a group of old men. Old, I wouldn't necessarily say a group of old men. The world leaders who meet every year to set the policy of the whole world met, and they said that they were going to expand the war in the Middle East. And we don't know if expanding the war in the Middle East mean a regional confrontation or a world war confrontation. It says with the globalist restructuring plans for the Middle East and the North Africa, and I want y'all to focus on that. It says with the globalist restructuring plan for the Middle East and North Africa, it says looking to be nearly complete. One major hurdle remains at the relatively easy path to victory in Tunisia, in Egypt, and with the project to dismantle the privileged the Lebanese state nearly complete. I don't even know if I pronounced that word right, but only Syria remains as the last serious contender for the resistance against a globalist effort to dominate the greater region. Now, Nikolai Sarkozy started a organization called the Mediterranean Union back in 2007, and he wanted to rival the European Union. Now, the thing is about this Mediterranean Union is he wanted to include uh, the European Union in this mass organization. And the uprisings that have already taken place this spring, Arab Spring, the uprisings that have taken place was to prepare the world for this organization to rise to power and to bring upon the Antichrist. Now, let us stick to what we're with this article right quick. It says, according to reports yesterday in USA Today, the Syrian leader, President Bashar Assad, is not worried about the security of his country. Of course, he's going to fight back until the end. Now, we know that there is going to be a confrontation between Israel and the surrounding nations. And this has been discovered recently with the Psalms 83 with a brother by the name of Bill Paul Silas. And was it Bill or Paul? I think it's Paul Silas. And he has written a book that I have called Realistine. And he talks about a possibility of Israel's immediate nations coming into confrontation with Israel. Now, if you read the book of Ezekiel 38 and 39, you realize that there are nations missing. Jordan is missing, Egypt is missing, Syria is missing, Lebanon is missing. But you also notice that this is the 24th of August. You'll notice that Libya is included in this confrontation. So the world is going after Syria next, and there has been hoopla from our administration as well as global administrations in Europe. Some making a joint. I think it's Germany, France, and Italy. I think made a joint announcement that the president of Syria had to go. So we're going to keep an eye on that for the near future. And it also is talking about materials to make dirty bombs, nuclear dirty bombs, remain in Libya, and that is something that the globalists would love to get their hands on, folks. Globalists would love to be able to touch those dirty bombs